Good morning, it's Friday, November 7th, and it's the day before Renegade weekend in Los Angeles. I packed up my car and got gas early this morning, so I'm ready to make the 5.5-hour drive down to Southern California. In this video, I'm going to be recapping 4 events I did this holiday season, the first one being the one I'm driving to LA right now for, and then the 3 following that are local to me in San Jose. I just finished up lunch not too long ago, and now I'm taking a little gas break to fill up my tank because I'm only at 3 bars left, but I'm about 30 minutes away from my final destination, so I'll be there shortly and get ready to set up soon. The drive over went pretty smoothly, and while I have done Renegade in Los Angeles before, I haven't done it at the Santa Monica airport, so I wasn't entirely sure what to expect. But once I got there, I was able to park right next to my booth and unload everything really quickly. And once I had that done, I reparked my car so that I would make room for other vendors. And I got a good bit set up on the first day, but I didn't completely finish, so I left some for tomorrow morning. LA traffic is kind of insane and is exactly how people describe it. What was supposed to be a 30-minute drive took over 2 hours in the evening. So halfway through it, I decided to make a pit stop at Danny D's Mud Shop, which I've been wanting to visit for a really long time now. Every time in LA, I make plans to go visit, but timing just doesn't work out with the events I do. So I'm really glad I was able to stop by before closing and check out all the really cool ceramics and see how the shop was decorated. It was a really nice shop, and I'm glad to pick up a little cut from there as well. After I dropped the rest of my things off at my friend's house, I went out for dinner and got some island-style fried chicken. After I finished that, I went to H Mart to do my grocery shopping so that I would have food for breakfast and lunch the next few days, and I got some really good prepackaged meals, as well as some kimbap that I would eat later on. After all of that, I was really tired and went to sleep early. Good morning, it's day 1 of the event, and I'm getting ready to head out early just so I can finish up setting up because yesterday I didn't have quite enough time. But I'm gonna head over to the Santa Monica airport and get ready for the event. The morning before the event is always an interesting time. Some vendors are already set up, while others like me are still finishing up what they couldn't get done the night before. And there's always some anticipation about wondering how the event's gonna go, whether it's gonna be a little slower, maybe a little busier, and it all depends on the weather, the location, and so many other factors. It's also a little bit of time that I get to walk around the event by myself, since I'm vending solo most of the time. I don't really get to step away from my booth and see all the other art that people are vending. So right before the event is when I get to make a few rounds and see what there is at the fair. It's also kind of nice because there's no lines or no crowds, so I can walk through it a few times pretty quickly. As usual, it takes a little bit of time for people to start to trickle through all the aisles and get to each booth. But once it hit about lunchtime, it really started to pick up in the crowd and in the sales as well. But I forgot to bring one of my pre-packaged lunches, so I was surviving off of some chewy bars and a sleeve of Ritz crackers. But towards the end of the event, it started to slow down, and then it was time to pack everything up and start to head home again. I was planning to meet up with a friend, and we were going to get some Thai food for dinner. I always think I'm gonna try something new, but when I see pad Thai on the menu, it's really hard to resist, so that's what I got. Good morning, it's day 2 of Renegade, and I'm getting ready to head out. I have my luggage packed with me because I'm gonna be heading back to San Jose right after the event and driving through the night. I also have my lunch and food that I'm gonna be eating. Yesterday, I forgot one of my lunch boxes, so I was just eating snacks all day. So I have 2 for me today, so I'm gonna have an early lunch and probably an early dinner right before the event ends. I made it back to my booth and I'm finished setting up, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the rest of my things away and get ready to walk around and do some shopping. Oh, giraffe! That's so cool. For the second day of the event, it was actually a bit busier for me. I got some more sales and a lot more foot traffic, so that was a really exciting surprise to get. Usually when I have 2-day events, Sunday's a bit slower than Saturday, or it's about the same. But yeah, it was unexpected, which is great. I also had my first sale for my fortune cookie blankets this time, and that was really exciting because it's a new product I'm trying out this year, and LA was the first event I had it ready to go for. So that was also a really cool thing that happened this weekend. Once the event ends, people are always ready to start packing up and getting things packed into their car. I think it's been a long weekend, so people are always excited to go get some dinner and sleep in their beds again. So I try to be really efficient with my packing since I still had a long drive to do that evening. So I tried to be as efficient as possible and get my stuff packed in to my car as quickly as I could. The event's over and I finished packing up all my stuff in my trunk, and it took a little over an hour and a half. So I have a drive back to San Jose to make now. I'll probably make a few stops along the way for gas and maybe some food. But it's gonna take me 5.5 hours to get back, so I'll get home pretty late and then I'll be off to work tomorrow. Good morning, it's Black Friday, which means it's day one of the SJ Made Holiday Fair, and I'm really excited for this event. It's the biggest one of the year for me, so I've been really looking forward to it for a while now. I did some last minute prep this morning, but I'm headed off to the convention center so I can start setting up all of the things I packed in last night. I just finished unpacking all of my things and I parked my car, so I'm walking back to the convention center so I can finish setting up. I was unloading right where that truck is, and there's an entrance into the convention center right on the side. I finished setting up and I passed out a lot of the persimmons that I brought with me to a lot of my market friends. So it's almost opening up time and I'm gonna get behind my table and get ready for the event to start. Even though this event takes place the day after Thanksgiving, it's always super crowded and there's an amazing turnout every single year. And it's really cool to see everyone want to support small businesses, especially on Black Friday. Day 2 of the holiday craft fair, and I'm showing up early so I can go around and shop a little before the event opens up to the public. I also brought a box of restock so that I can replenish some of the items that sold out at my booth or are running low yesterday. just like in Los Angeles, the second day ended up being better for me, which was a surprise. Usually the second day of the event is about the same as the first day. But it was really cool to see the turnout, and I think this might have been because shoppers were back from the holidays. Maybe they were back in town after visiting family on Thanksgiving, and they had a little bit of time to rest and get ready to do some shopping. So really grateful for the support of everyone that turned out, and loadout also went really smoothly. I was able to pack up all my things and get a parking spot really close to the load-in spot, and it ended up being really quick, and I was happy with how it ended up. Good morning. I'm at the Triton Museum in Santa Clara this morning. I'm just getting set up. I brought all of my stuff in and I just have a few more things to go. But I'm getting set up. It's my third holiday fair in a row, but it's much smaller. I think there's only like 25 to 30 vendors, and it's only one day as well. So it's a little breather in between some of my bigger markets, but I'm still looking forward to doing it. I tried a really tasty pistachio croissant, and this event was really cool because I got to interact with some new artists and a new demographic of customers that I don't normally see at my other events. It's time to load up for my last event of the year, and I'm really excited for this weekend. It's going to be at the San Jose South Hall right next to the convention center, and I'm hoping it's going to be busy for people getting in their last minute shopping. This is me all packed up for tomorrow, and then I'll be ready to go early in the morning to finish setting up at the convention center. I just got to South Hall, and it's time for me to load up my stuff and check in. This venue is really unique because it sort of takes place in a giant blue tent. You can sort of see from the roof and walls, it doesn't look like a typical building. It sort of has a soft outer layer that's supported by these metal ribs and these metal supports across the whole place. One thing I really like about this venue is that it's really well streamlined in that it's just aisles that go along the length of the building. So it's really easy for people to walk up and down and make sure they're able to catch every booth. And this event was really busy. It's sort of known for being a little dimmer than some of the other venues. So a lot of vendors also bring in their own lights so that they could light up their booth and make it a little more visually accessible for people to see all of their different offerings. For the second day, it was also very busy. I think a lot of people were doing their last minute shopping, and my booth neighbor also let me borrow one of their lights for my setup, so that was really nice of them. And then loadout went very smoothly again. I think everyone was excited because for a lot of people it was also their last event, so they were really happy that this event ended the year strongly. But we were also all very excited to have some rest until 2026.